All right. About to get this show on the road. A couple of minute adjustments here, but we'll get started here on day 2. The continuing adventures of Sad Cop indeed. Although I have to wonder who holds that trademark. Maybe if I remember, I can ask Draskarice if and when they show up. All right. Let's get to it. Now, this is a weekday stream starting a little bit later, and also, my body kind of hurts. Did some labor earlier today. So, we'll see. I'm going to try to get to 4 hours here. It may or may not get that far, but we will find out. Aha. There we go. Everything appears to be working. Marvelous. Here we are with our bag of garbage. Beginning of day 2. Window still broken thanks to the shoe. Hopefully everything perfectly audible. All right. Well, I think the first thing to do is to go see if Kim is already up and about. I suppose we could knock on the door, but I have a feeling he's going to have beat us to the punch. Oh, the room. It is open. Already things are afoot. I must talk to Kim. Good morning, Kim.
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
He points to the mess hall doors. So let's see. What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Hardy Boys. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
He crosses something out. And hey, we got some experience for find out who's in the Union box. Let's see. Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers' union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders' Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
You know what, Kim? You make a good point. Let's keep a cool head. And let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
He glances at the booth again.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate your faith in me. So, my immediate thought is we can go finish that autopsy before we talk to anybody else about the murder, because that'll give us more information that we can use when talking to them about the murder. So goes my thinking, anyway. Let's see. Alright, we finished who's in the Union box there. which of my conversation choices gave me a point in fashion. It's probably one of the ones I was talking to the vendor, trying to butter him up, if I had to guess, but I don't know for sure. We got plenty of things to do, and I think that, yeah, starting with the field autopsy makes the most sense. Check our thought cabinet here. We've got our Je me vu still going here for a while, giving us -1 authority, an embarrassment to the party. And we... Oh, this is rigorous self-critique. Je me vu is not giving us anything in particular. I will do rigorous self-critique when I don't need the authority as much and or don't have a different penalty to it. All right. We do have a skill point. I think we hold off on that. Let's bother Gart.
Can I help you?
He arches an eyebrow. Okay, I don't think I need anything from Gart right now, and surely that bird can't need that much fixing. I have forgotten
Just
your
a
name.
moment.
Lena. I like you, Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
She turns back to you with a
I'm
weary
glad to
smile.
see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Suggestion, okay. Sure. Howdy, Lena, what's kicking?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
A faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort, but at the moment her mind is on more serious matters.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
I too, anything so's, would do anything for Lena. She sighs. Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
I'm sure he'll love that, but I also don't, I guess, care that much what Gart thinks. Why do you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Uh-oh.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
She looks down. Let's see. Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay. What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Well, I have looked at the water lock, and doesn't look great.
The water lock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Hey, Logic, you and me are on the same page. Who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
She smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Well, the water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell straight into the water.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Anything for you, Lena.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Of course.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
I agree, Inland Empire. I think it will.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here, when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
More about cryptozoology. Let's do it. So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
She says with a pinch of pride. What is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Welcome, Den. The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
How dare you offend Lena, Kim?
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Kim. Good lord.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Okay, we have a pretty high chance of convincing her to tell you about some cool cryptids, but I'm gonna get there, I think. Oh, what a coincidence of fate, then, for you to come in on the mispronunciation of zoology, having had some history with the field. I'm going to chalk it up to this being like a vaguely like francophone kind of setting, and that kind of being a grab bag of pronunciations. Well, tell me more about Morel. Looks, character, your relationship.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
Well, what does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Yeah. Let's try again. If I were to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Thank you, Kim.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case.
Oh. How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
Her smile is soft. If this conversation lasts for the rest of the game, I will still be pursuing it. I adore this woman. How did the two of you meet?
via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's
smiles
skipping
wistfully.
over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
Thank you, reaction speed. I'm always a little surprised when I get successes from non-purple skills. I think I have all the information we need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
Oh, she subdivided the syllables. That's adorable. She catches herself.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I'm getting used to that. No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
She hesitates.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting.
Thank you, Inland Empire.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
The lieutenant sighs. Well, Kim, if you don't want to go hunting for cryptids, then you can stay at the hostel. Yeah.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
What makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
Den, I really appreciate your dedication to the Kim dating sim angle here. It is a delight at all times. Yeah, we have just essentially given ourselves an excuse for like a shoreline romantic walk with Kim. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
So is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
She chuckles to herself. Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
I wish that were true. I guess this is a universe that doesn't have History Channel, so... Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
Her face lights up at the thought of it. Okay, so what's so special about this stick bug, then?
Oh, dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Freshwater biology grant funding. Yeah, no, that's a good reason, Den. We have a pretty good chance of getting her to tell us about some cool cryptids. Let's give it a try.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
The lieutenant throws you one of his looks. Look, in this specific conversation, I am in fact Harry. I can't help myself. Cryptid extravaganza, I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just one.
Oh.
Or he'll be disappointed in you.
No. Volition, not that.
Ooh, tough choice there.
Encyclopedia is making fun of us. Oh, boy. Okay, so we can ask about biggest, tiniest, most dangerous, invisible. And we only get to choose one if we don't want Kim to be disappointed in us. Let's ask about most dangerous. Oh, or biggest. Anything says is voted for biggest. Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll get to ask about more later without disappointing Kim. Maybe. What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Kokonur.
She says, as if it's common knowledge.
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Wait, what do you mean, strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
She does not elaborate on the nature of this luminance further. Oh, I love her. And just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Interesting. Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Oh.
Who are you? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
The lieutenant interjects.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more.
You're so right, Inland Empire. You're so right.
Gravity anomaly. Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Okay. I will not disappoint Kim this time. He was so impressed with us after we shot down the murder victim. This has been educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
I would really like to hear about more cryptids, but that's all for now, ma'am. And Kim isn't yelling at us. Hooray! I mean, yelling in a figurative sense, obviously. This is Kim we're talking about. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. Let's see. Who all is in here currently? You don't have much to say, I don't think. It's all about money, you know? Alright, we're going to come back and mess with y'all. Interesting. But we have an autopsy to finish first. Oh, it's divided up into which day we got our tasks on. That's handy. Alright. Huh. I guess I haven't zoomed out far enough to see whatever's going on there. Right, Kuno's still here for some reason. Alright. let's finish our autopsy before we go bother the Union heavies. Yes, exactly, Kuno-S. Let's get out of here.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. Bits of cargo belt lie on the ground around him. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Okay, let us describe injuries before we do internal examinations.
I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both the external and internal examination first, thoroughly.
Well, that'll teach me, I guess. Internal examination summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Conceptualization, I don't know if I trust you on this. I feel like it's awfully early in the morning to be annoying Kim twice, so I do hate to not follow up on successes from brain skills. Okay, if I may add the moral of this story.
What would that be?
He looks at you inquisitively.
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply. That's not a moral.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
The lieutenant grins. All right. N.A.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
He gets close to the mouth hole, eyes squinting from the stench.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Gross.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Thanks for your contribution, Kuno-S.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
I'm gonna regret this, but look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
I don't want to do that, so I won't look deeper inside. Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
He wipes his brow. Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
Right, N.A.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there?
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
He looks at the monster. Right, N.A. and add toxicology requested.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh, approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, pool of feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. write it down, omit the voila, or write it down, keep the voila. Oh. Let's omit the voila. Kim will thank us for it.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries now that we've fully examined the body.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I have inflicted. You're right, anything so's. He won't thank us. He will simply not be annoyed.
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters.
I agree. The waters are muddy enough.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
The boy nods approvingly.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Oh boy, the audience for this is All right, bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Write it down.
And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. A, opinion, fatal injury, or B, non-fatal post-mortem. I mean, yeah, birds, so non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Bite marks from Kuno S, says Dan. Good lord. I prefer not to think about it. Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Goddamn.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Kim.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuna. He is silent with it.
Oh my god, Kim, you're a genius. A miracle worker.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Yeah, non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next?
What's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Okay. Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Opinion, fatal injury, I mean, seems like.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start.
He cracks an uneasy smile.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Woohoo, we got another level 70 experience for that. Dang. He produces a small black plastic roll from his jacket, a body bag. Alright, first, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I would not hold my breath.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Oh boy. All right, well, first off, let's see about Tell Me Something, Dead Man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
We have done most of this already. Which was it that killed you then? Love or communism?
Huh?
You said love killed you, but when you fell down, you said it was communism.
You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing.
Rhetoric, I did not ask you.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
I mean, kinda sorta already did, but... Okay, so we have this white check that we can come back to if we want to. I wonder why establishing probable cause lowers it. Is it because we've established what we expect to see? That's interesting. To me, anyway. We do have skill points, 2 of them. And we have a pretty high limit on perception. I mean, on the one hand, we could try it with the 3% chance, then boost perception and try it again because it's a white check. On the other hand, 3% is very low. I wonder if we have anything. I don't think we have anything that boosts perception in our inventory, unfortunately. Let's double check ourselves real quick. Send the bodies for processing. Okay. It doesn't look like we have anything taking away from our perception. And I don't think we have anything that's going to boost it either. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm kind of trying not to save scum or anything. Oh no, Kuno S is bored. Whatever shall we do?
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines.
Gross.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Alright, well, if we're going to put something into perception, there isn't a reason not to try it first. Give ourselves an extra roll. So, search the body one more time, thoroughly.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Yeah, we did not get especially close. Under his fingernails like Kim already did.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling that there's more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
His voice trails off and his gaze settles on Kuno.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
He stresses.
Kuno looks like he gets around. Knows Martinez. And its fridges too, probably.
I need another look at the body first.
Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just give ourselves another roll. Wow, it did not actually improve our chances at all. I guess because we're so low that we're only going to succeed on a 12. But, you know, we can roll it. Or I thought we could. This is a white check. You may retry it. I keep clicking it. Alright, well, let's ask around for fridges. I guess that's... I'm a little bit miffed about it not properly unlocking, I suppose, but that's okay. I mean, I think if I come back to the conversation, Kim is going to fuss at me about not being able to
The
leave,
man
but
is decomposed. The
we'll
lieutenant
see.
adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Anything so's, you are absolutely correct, apparently. Thank you.
You really ought to wait until the cadaver is refrigerated. Digging around in this mess now is proving hopelessly difficult.
Yeah, okay. But that's okay. That's how we wanted that to go. Snap out of it, Kuno. Kuno S is having a bad time, and I don't know. That's not the worst thing. Alright, let's see about prioritizing refrigeration here. And then we can talk to the Union folks.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge.
Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Flattery is the way.
So let's see. Yeah, we heard you have like a huge fridge, colossal, practically a mausoleum, or how did you know? I have a feeling that how did you know is going to be met with acerbic sarcasm, so I don't know if suggestion is actually leading me in the right direction, but I feel like it's funny. So yeah, we heard you have like a huge fridge, colossal, practically a mausoleum.
You've heard wrong, and you're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
Damn, I thought the size thing would work.
Yeah, I could tell suggestion. Why?
Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. I can't believe you even asked me.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
He can't believe it.
Let's go talk to the frit clerk.
Yep, let's do it. Annoy Kim with all of my running. I think we have some tear we can exchange for money too, since the frit was closed last time.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the
We
money
cleared
appears with
9
a satisfying
real.
jingle. You're a richer man now.
Dang, that's satisfying. Alright, hello.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
She puts down the magazine. Do you have a fridge?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
She nods toward the buzzing machine in the corner. You're right, this is a fridge. Wicked. Or I need to store a corpse there. You're right, this is a fridge. Wicked.
Yeah.
She's not really paying attention to you anymore. I need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
She keeps chewing on her gum. You know, wicked cool. Measure the fridge with your fingers when I close. Never mind, it would never fit. Or, no, I'm not joking. I need to store the corpse of the hanged man in your fridge. Oh, yeah. That is what I need.
Okay. It wouldn't even fit, you know.
She looks at the fridge.
Now that I'm looking at it, Maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
I guess you're right. Plus, the fridge is too small anyway.
Okay.
She returns to her magazine. Oh. This is terrible, though, because it means that I have to talk to Kuno again. Ooh, and we can use the radio to see if they have the information on the serial number that we got from the boots.
Fuck does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. Kuno, I need a fridge to stash the body.
For the fuck imp. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing
I thought you would. Where is it?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
He crosses his arms. It's a corpse-free yard. Don't you have civic pride? Or, kind sir, I will repay you for this information one day. Right now, the clock is ticking. Or, a pretty high chance of rolling a rhetoric convince the Kuno to spill the beans. I feel like anything else we say before we try this is probably going to backfire. I don't know that to be the case, but hey, we're buds with Kuno. Child psychology. So let's see. Convince the Kuno to spill the beans.
By killing in his territory, someone has openly challenged Kuno. It's in his best interest to put them in their place.
Thank you, rhetoric. Some arrogant shit thinks he can kill in the Kuno's kingdom without asking the Kuno first? That sounds like lawlessness to me.
A dark flame smolders in Kuno's eyes as he ponders your argument. Wordless, like kings do.
This outlaw's fate is in your hands. Let's make an example of him. Help me locate him using fridge body technology.
Alright, Kuno hears ya. See that shit house over there?
He points to the collapsed building with the bookstore.
A cold comes over you as you glance behind him at the crumbling colossus there, casting a shadow on you.
Yes, I see it. The big tall one behind you.
You gotta get in that shit. In there deep.
What do you mean in there deep?
Check the fucking basement, pig. Don't you know anything? Always check the fucking basement, recon style.
The kid rolls his eyes.
There's a giant fridge down there. Fucking will fit, no problem. It looks like a white bird or some shit. Try not to piss yourself when you see it.
He nods confidently. How do I get in the building again?
Through the bookstore. You gotta beg the book bitch. Used to be you could get in there through the doorbell, jam that shit. Book bitch changed that. Kuno doesn't beg, so Kuno doesn't go there anymore.
Beg the book bitch.
Yeah, book bitch, beggar. You stupid or something?
He means the bookstore. We have to ask. Plaisance is the mother of the little girl peddling books on the plaza. We have to ask Plaisance in the store.
He checks his notes.
Impressive note-keeping, Lieutenant.
Indeed, reaction speed.
See, the cloud gets it. Listen to your four-eyed friend.
He says with a nod. Thanks, Kuno.
You didn't hear it from Kuno, pig. But don't forget where you heard it from.
He looks at you seriously. Thanks, Kuno.
Kuno owns you now, pig. You're Kuno's property.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I believe you. I guess I never did investigate the doorbell panel here, but I guess I have other things to do at the moment. Oh, hello. I have a customer. Let's see if Annette, I think it was.
Hello again, sir.
Has any advice? No, she does not. About dealing with her mom. Hello. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing the books. A good one? Point at the book.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
That is what the text says.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
I mean, being annoying is a superpower, as we discovered last time. Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Good then.
Mm-hmm.
She reverts her attention to the soggy books on this book stand. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the book stand. I am just going to leave her alone for now. That's all for the moment. I'll let you read.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Okay, let's go talk to Plaisance.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I'm told there's a huge fridge in the building cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
She nods at the bookshelves.
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. Seems like you have to find your own way to the cellar.
Thank you, Drama. All right, well, farewell for now, book peddler.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I guess let's just pull them open, because what else are we going to do?
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Okay, let's see. Parasocially speaking, we're done already, indeed, Den. Okay, so let's see. We can say the fridge thing again. I heard there's a fridge there that I need. This is about the curse. That's why you're afraid. Or, man, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Or we can go paranormal, but I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. And I don't care, and you can't stop me. I'll open them. Let's start with the paranormal. Yeah. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. I've heard there's a fridge there that I need. We'll be adopting your daughter with Kim. She deserves better parents, and you've set the bar low enough that we pass. Well, with Kim helping to bring up our average, Den, I think that might be true, but certainly by ourselves. I've heard there's a fridge in there that I need.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
She waves her hands angrily. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. Well, you know, your "no one was killed in the back room of my business" t-shirt is causing me to think that maybe somebody was killed in the back room of your business. Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Things you can't say to a police officer. Yeah.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
She raises her hand to try and stop you.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say.
Okay, Rhetoric. You haven't steered me too wrong too often.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful.
You know, I can't say no to you, Inland Empire.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
All right. Now what do you want?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
Backtracking a little bit, it seems.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
It's just a storage room, then why do you have that strange trinket on the curtains? Or if it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right? Well, let's start with the trinket.
It's just for decoration.
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing.
More cagey about the storage room than the frontispiece. You know what, Den? I feel like our very own bookmonger in Hardwired Island could very well have taken a couple of notes from the determination, if not the savvy, of Plaisance.
Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Take it easy. You've broken her resistance. Pushing her further will gain nothing.
Okay. Let's see. Well, let's ask the obvious question. Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
She shivers.
Wow. Void raves. You have new words.
Honestly, dope. How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Her voice drops to a whisper and she peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Inland Empire, you are probably not going to be super helpful in this conversation. I don't want to narc on Annette. I'm worried that her mom will be upset with her for talking to us about the curse. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
Oh boy. It's the commercial version of a bunch of people have died here. It's the ghosts of businesses past.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
She needs an accountant, not an exorcist. Yeah, I think you're right, Dan.
Sounds familiar.
Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
I have no doubt, Den, that you are correct that a lot of businesses could probably use an accountant more than an exorcist. But yeah, you know, her disappointing income statements seem to be at least a little bit related to her paranormally informed behavior toward customers. Let's see, is your pendant part of the wards as well? Pointed her necklace.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Yeah, then she's that drill tweet about spending $3,000 a month on candles. But instead of candles, well, it's probably some candles, but paranormal bric-a-brac. She holds the pendant in her palm. Its ochre heart glistens under the lights.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
She nods.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
It does, Rhetoric, and I'm glad that you brought it up. Would you like me to take this case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. I like this because I think it's going to make her more willing to let us through the curtains.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
But it doesn't seem like that's what you think they're doing at this point.
Psychic arts? Sounds right down our alley.
Doesn't it, Inland Empire, doesn't it?
Tell her there's a dead body involved. That will make it easier.
Let's see. Seriously, I need to get to the fridge in the cellar. It's a police matter. I have a dead body to take care of. Questions about the curse, or convince her to let you in because we are a master of the psychic arts and on a quest to freeze the body. Oh, I love that both of those gave us a boost here. We have a pretty decent shot, and it's a white check, so let's give it a try.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie? I do not give a shit at this point. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Let's see. I sensed the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out, or I have returned from the void, a para-detective from a long line of para-detectives. I like that one a lot.
You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but...
You look like one. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
Thank you for the support, Kim.
Go ahead then. Rock her world, he thinks. I'll compose some notes.
Let's see. You see it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. I think she's not going to buy that one. I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies. Oh.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
I would say the pattern is the one on our hideous necktie, but I don't think it has anything so quotidian as patterns in it.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
Maybe, Inland Empire.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
So I can say, no problem whatsoever, your family is safe, the phantoms are no match for me, or just ask my partner Kim, he'll vouch for me. Oh boy. I do want to have Kim vouch for us. I don't know if he's gonna do it, is the problem. Or be convincing, I suppose. The braggadocio doesn't seem like it's a guaranteed thing with her, so yeah, just ask my partner Kim. He'll vouch for me.
Oh,
The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You've put him on the spot.
certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
Nice save.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
A hand on your heart. On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Drama's calling us sire now. I am suddenly very, very skeptical of listening to this skill. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
I really hope that whoever this actually is the person who bought our gun.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin.
Yeah, probably.
What you discover? Probably just office space. And the damn fridge. Don't be scared.
Farewell for now, book peddler. Oh, finally. Thank goodness. We finally got access to the fridge. I usually try to be less frequent with these, but I think that my customary pre-stream coffee has caught up to me a little faster than usual, so I am going to briefly throw up the Be Right Back screen here and go run to the restroom and top off my water. I shouldn't be more than a couple of minutes, but I'll throw us back out to our little waiting screen here, and I will put the soundtrack back on so that we don't just listen to the ambiance the whole time, as charming as it is. And then I will be right back, so stick around. I shan't be long. right, I have returned. Hopefully not too slowly. Let's get right back into it. Apologies for the interruption. Oh! Draskarice is here. Hello! Thank you for getting them caught up, Den. Alright, well, and thank you for coming to the stream, Drask. Let's investigate the doomed commercial area.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Let's pull those suckers open, finally.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
A small, terrified O escapes from Plaisance as she tries her best to look away, her face buried in her hands. Alright. Honestly, we could probably do with the flashlight. Hey, we can shine it with the mouse. That's slick. Ghostly silhouette of hairdryers. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Boy, Harry, we have so many bigger problems with our masculinity. Yeah, it's David Bowie. Alright, just to make sure this flashlight does not have like a battery issue. Let's see. Small dynamo. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't look like we're going to be running anything down. Okay. Let's head to the door.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Knock on the door, unlock the door with key, or challenge our pain threshold to break down the door. I think we just can use the key. You know, Drask, they're either curse papers or the opposite, I suppose. A bunch of little trinkets and things, it looks like. Okay. Unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Okay, I am not going to disappoint Kim in this way. Let's open the door and enter. Oh, now we get to talk to Kim.
What is this place?
Lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Indeed. Aren't I smart?
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
I'm going to be fighting Inland Empire this whole time. It helped me get in here peaceably. But, let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Kim. All right, let's investigate. Like a detective would. Sand is dripping from a punching bag. The poster says, Citius Fortis, the rest is worn off. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Oh boy. Ooh, a bull! Excuse me, Kim. Yes! It sells for a shocking amount, but... Alright. I have a feeling I'm going to kill myself trying to lift this if I interact with it, so wish me luck.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates.
Oh, thank you, Drask. Citius, Fortius, Altius, faster, stronger, higher is the Olympics motto in Latin. I guess if it's classical Latin, it would be Citius, but it's been a while since I took Latin, and I would basically only ever read it because my training was in medieval literature. Yeah, hard C's all the time. Yeah. Shaking my fist, curse that church Latin.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
I knew physical instrument was going to try to get me in trouble here.
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Then I agree, pronouncing Cicero as Kikero. Big ask. Thank you, Visual Calculus, for warning me of the safety hazard.
Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell. Or just lift it. I mean, we noticed the collars, so we have, not 0. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Maybe we were like a high school wrestler.
It's just a memory.
Uh-oh. Canine noises incoming.
A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Thank you, Endurance, for rubbing that in. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Canine sneezes, too, as it happens. What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Allergic to unsafe weight equipment. Yeah, done. It is a white check. You may retry it, but I do have a feeling that if we try and fail, and we're likely to because it's a 17% chance, that we might lose some of our extremely precious health. So I'm going to leave this white check here for the time being. Let's inspect our shot put ball. Ball used for playing shot put, a favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such a beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin, even though it's valuable. We'd double our money or more. Alright, well, let's go this way. Need to make friends with our liver again and find some more health? Yeah, that is true. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. This place feels dangerous. Shot put ball for the old guys that were playing shot put. Yeah. I mean, they may call it petanque. Yeah, no, we shot their put into the ocean because we were playing the game right and they weren't. I love the horror strings in here. This is basically a Resident Evil level, it looks like. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. What does Inland Empire have to say about it? Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. I think we have to get into that room first. This mannequin is malicious, leaving this stuff here. Ooh, the shadow work. Oh, I love that. That's great. A lot of mannequins, actually. Various states of disrepair. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. And a Gerarda rifle through. Ooh! For a shitload of money. I mean, by our standards. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. More filing cabinets, don't mind if I do. More filing cabinets with more money. Love that. Let's see what's over here. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. So this is where all our missing money went. I wish. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
I like that. But the question is, which did they start with, and which did they pivot to?
That's a good question.
A strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. I mean, I think I can follow conceptualization on this journey. I mean, it is truly speculation. We don't know anything for sure, but I like this one more.
Reality is ruthless.
True. All right. Ooh, a production schedule filament memory. 50 real. What in the world did we just pick up? The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hands, its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads, production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I like that. We gotta find ourselves a radio computer. Okay. What's over here? Anything? Ooh, a whole hallway. Let's finish in this room first. Yeah, Drask, that would have been 50 out of 130 was our payment that we had to make before they allowed us to sleep.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Am I looking at a bearded elf with a sword on this chalkboard? I'm suddenly very interested. All right, inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
Is this whole room just somebody's, like, nerdy, like, tabletop basement that they're, like, playing role-playing games in? I hope so. Oh, world building for a novel, maybe. Yeah, real big day for pronunciations, apparently. I do not trust myself to attempt to pronounce the word, so I shall not.
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
I mean, Inland Empire, speaking as a... I don't know exactly what you call it. I guess technically the Patreon makes some money, so I could say that I am a professional GM. Tortured, feverish mind sounds right.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin. his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Lieutenant can't help but comment. All right, so according to Draskari's sidereal, which is probably pretty close to what would come out of my mouth if I had tried it without your pronunciation guide, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Let's see. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
It suddenly feels a lot more intentional that Kim's character art is making direct eye contact with me while I play the game. So people just like that. One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
The lieutenant nods at the Welkin's facial hair. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Let's inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
Evocative.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones.
Den calling me out in the chat. Some people like to make a place called Fermata. If Kim starts talking about Nightfall, then we'll know that, well, at least somebody at Zaum is a listener.
You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world.
Thank you, electrochemistry.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Ooh, interesting. It's like Frostpunk and Worlds of Cinnabar at the same time. Wild. Let's inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain.
This is some game devs working some stuff out, I guess. Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Aw.
Looks like they didn't make it.
The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Call in, tune out. Maybe they were doing like radio. Maybe this is Nightfall related. All right. I got some kind of box here.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
Says Lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious.
But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers.
Do you think I should turn it on?
Maybe the body has stopped decomposing somehow. I don't know. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
Okay, freezer first. I get it. More things to look at.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Hold on, how do I know what Kedron mosaic tiles are supposed to look like?
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So we're dealing with something medical here? Or this must be an elaborate piece of art, or of course, narrow your eyes, the anatomy of the curse. So we're dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Huh. Wait, who's the game master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
Yeah.
A conductor for the hundreds of story threads that pass through the Game Master's frequency.
Yeah, Hollyhock God, this is like wildly appropriate to me streaming with the branding that I'm doing it with. Tune in to Dice Punks. A conductor for the hundreds of if it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean. The game is attacking us, Trask. You're absolutely right. What else? Squint at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Okay. Let's look at this. Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Again, I'm sensing meta commentary. Oh, I think we found the freezer. And then hopefully we'll, have time to go back and check on the other stuff. Magnesium and money. It is my lucky day. Why does this freezer look like a bear? That's weird, right? The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. I guess this is like a furnace, huh? Alright, well, fridge first. I mean, you have a point, Drask. No weirder than a lot of other things in this game.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
Why are they glowing red? Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
I'm not going to scold Kim about it, but yeah, no, I get it. Look inside the refrigerator.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
I mean, all of these are pretty good questions. This is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses. But let's take the note first.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Hell yeah. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Branded? What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice,
says the lieutenant.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
I think we may have found the source of the curse, even. That's really amusing. Oh, boy. Cowboy Bebop Toys in the Attic flashbacks, absolutely. Den, you have already assisted with revenues to an almost incredible degree, so, you're good. I don't know that there are actually any ice creams in the wrappers. But if there are, I'm taking them. This is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
You're right, Kim. These are awful optics.
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head. You take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
Okay, let's do this.
The body
Clap our
is
hands.
heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the butcher. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
That was a very loud series of sounds and very evocative.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
He wipes his hands on his handkerchief. Really? You think it's good work?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this room.
I think this is a glorious achievement and people need to hear about it, or we did our best with the means at our disposal, or yeah, I'm not proud of it either, but we did find a fridge, or this isn't police work, Kim, it's art. We're artists and this was our vision. We did the best with the means at our disposal.
Did we though? Okay, maybe we did. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Okay, so we do have very slightly better chances now because we refrigerated the body. We'll see about inspecting it more in a minute. Let's inspect the rest of this a little bit more first. This is zany in a very amusing way. Appreciate the sentiment, and if we come up with something that we can offer to higher tiers, I'll add one. But so far, DIY production. So you have our maximal thanks as present. An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. Oh, that's tragic. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Oh, hey! We found a hidden doorway. And also that note. I should read that note. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door. Let's have a look at it.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Fascinating. Wonder who wrote that note.
Someone who owns a radio computer? My guess is as good as yours, officer.
Which is to say, not very good.
Thank you for the clarification, Rhetoric. Remind me again, what's a filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only this one's an off-site copy.
I have a feeling I know who the illiterate ginger kid is, but, while we're asking questions.
Really? You don't have a single guess?
The lieutenant looks at you, the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
That does actually seem pretty likely. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
I mean, I have a guess. Well, cool. We're cleaning up. Alright, before we look at the secret door, let's finish exploring the rest of the basement. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Ha ha ha.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Let's try and crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
I have one.
If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
And I will. Just give me a minute. Jeez. Let's check this shelf while we're at it. Nosafed and more money. Man, we are rolling in the dough today. Need to explore more abandoned buildings. Alright. Pry bar in hand.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Ooh.
It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Pry bar is not strong enough. That's not good. What does our pry bar say? Heavy duty. It's satisfyingly heavy. Dang. I wonder if we can reinforce it somehow. That's disappointing. Well, let's see what else is down here.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Ooh, I may have come across a solution. But let's finish exploring first, and then we'll figure out exactly how we want to approach the situation. Insane mesh tank top +1 drama. Oh boy. Intercom wires running to the breaker box, which I assume goes out there. Where did you even get that one? No, really, who put it in that drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. I figured that anything so like this. We're already wearing a tank top. It's giving us some physical instrument. I think we need drama less, but I do have to see what this looks like. So before I do anything else, I'll be wearing it with our tie. Oh boy, look at that. For our band look, exactly, Den. Oh, marvelous. With our flip-up glasses and our gardening gloves and our bell bottoms. Happy Pride Month. We are so disco. Oh, man. Well, and it's good to have for the next time we need some drama. Oh, that's great. I am absolutely thrilled that we have that. All right, let's go look in our little secret door area. Oh, you know what? Let's actually check this furnace-y thing, I think, first. And then we'll go look at our secret door area.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Wonder if it talks to you like the tie does. I mean, if it does, then I will never take it off like I am never taking off the tie. He says, tempting fate.
Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Let's see. Ken, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice, or several voices, talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
Ooh, interesting.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think I really want to yell hello into the furnace. I think that seems like a bad idea. Kicking it with my foot, also. I think we're good. We have the information that we need. I don't want to alert anybody if they haven't already been alerted. Alright, let's check out our little secret area here. And then we can go back upstairs. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Is this like a little revolutionary hideout? Is this like a Blue Prince situation?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
I hope none of those guns is our gun, Den. Maybe they did kill our gun. Maybe this is another murder mystery. Let's see. It's too dark to see in. Where are we? Or look, there's a hole in the wall and shine a light in. Where are we first?
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Cache. It's murder mysteries all the way down. Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do. Look inside.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Before we announce it, let us inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks nice. Take the rifle.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
An old Belle Margrave from the Revolution. The lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. What does this mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Hopefully.
He likes this find.
I bet he does. Dang, that's exciting. A broken Belmagrov from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Sweet. I mean, we can't use it to shoot things, but still. Interesting. I like it. Score another one for pronunciation. Alright, well, let's head back upstairs. We have more to explore here. And, we're almost at another skill point, which we could put into perception to try and inspect the body now that it's in a refrigerator. At least in theory. And we have time to check out the computer as well. Let's see what this is all about back here. Maybe we can find the entity.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Okay, we are going to check that out, but I'm going to see what else is around here first. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Interesting. Does someone live here? Good question. One I intend to solve after I have a gander at that computer. Oh, you know what? Before I have a gander at the computer, I should actually go unplug the ice cream maker and see if I can't get the other memory module.
Two cables are
Unplug
plugged
the
into the breaker box. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
Let's see. It's black, it's not like it's the red one.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing.
Okay.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Okay. Let me just make sure that the fridge is still going.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Okay. Still working. Good. Didn't mess that up. Okay. Let me equip the pry bar again and see if it's strong enough to handle the melting ice. Fingers
This
crossed.
orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Well, I feel like if I turn the ice cream crank, I risk damaging what's inside. So I'm going to leave that and not do that for now. But I will go check out the device that we do have with the radio computer, assuming it turns on.
The dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame, forgotten and unused. Its keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
All right, let's look in the compartment, see if there's anything in there yet.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Okay, let's press the buttons first. Let's press play.
Nothing happens.
Let's press print.
Nothing happens.
Okay, let's insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play again.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
I did not expect to be communicating with anybody. Let's start asking questions. Sure. What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
All right, thanks for the explanation.
That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes?
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved. You should ask her for a hint.
Interesting. A password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Is it my birthday? This is the police. Please open this thing, or I don't know the password. I mean, let's ask for a hint. Suggestion steers us wrong all the time, but I like following its advice anyway.
No.
Yeah, figured. This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Okay.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
She sounds cold in the damp air. I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Thank you, Logic.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
The Konami code is a pretty decent guess, Den. Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Society for Creative Anachronism?
That's not bad.
Oh, 451. Good call. Anything so's. And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
The static drowns her response. I figured. That's all for now. Press off silent.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Right, I'm not leaving this here.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
And we have a thought cabinet thing.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
I agree. 1 XP for every orb clicked. I like that. And all intellect learning caps raised by 1. Well, that was good. Oh, all right. So now we do still have rigorous self-critique. And I feel like we should do it. but it's going to take some experience in order to make it happen. And I feel like I should forget Mazovian socioeconomics in order to open up, because it's already giving me -1 authority. I don't want to double up. Ooh, we should have an orbs clicked counter, but unfortunately I didn't think about it before. Alright, well, let's check the board. Oh, let's talk to Kim. He wants to talk to us. And, I mean, we want what Kim wants, obviously.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Okay, it's failed business, I think. I mean, I don't think it's about exercising the curse. We've seen a lot. It looks like an undercover counterintelligence program would be a fascinating answer, but I mean, it does look like they were trying to do a thing with the radio. So, it's just a failed business. Trask wants us to do too. Alright, looks like an undercover counterintelligence program.
No, that's not it. I think...
Kim is not amused. The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it. Make it work on radio computers.
They were inventing video games.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
I adore this weird little meta beat. Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game?
Indeed. Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with hit death thrown in.
He points to the chalkboard.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
Yeah, shots fired, Draskin. Yeah, MMORPGs, that'll never take off. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The lieutenant tilts his head, thinking, they were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets, or the curse got them. I see no other explanation. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Do we have any money? Let's give them more money so they can finish it and make it even bigger. I like for a lot. A game company going under and abandoning their project. Absurd. I mean, hasn't happened to me. That's actually a lie. Oh, the world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
A half smile breaks out on his face. He replies, looking around the derelict room. Pipes howl and rats across the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Alright, well, it got us another skill point, so, you know, Kalukale. Let's see if that password is on this board. I would love for that to be the case.
Your flashlight slides out. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
It looks like if it was gonna be around here, it would already have been in our selection options when we did the computer. Maybe if we find the other doodad from the hopefully slowly melting ice cream maker. I don't think there's going to be anything else in here. Yeah. Okay. Well. The fireplace. Okay. Let's see.
This old fireplace, a diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric.
Thank you, Inland
The
Empire.
whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
It doesn't seem to be giving us anything new. I think the numbers that were on that were the frequencies that they were using for the call-in. There's a thing in the corner of one of them. A thing in the corner of one of them.
This old fire diagram, the whole thing resembles Kadran radio frequencies, it seems. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
This would be an elaborate piece of
You
art.
think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart. Tight. Whoever decides all of this is... There's no...
My God. It's as if the less money they have, the schedule.
Nothing.
Apologies for zooming through all that. Just trying to not repeat too much stuff
Your
on the screen.
flashlight slide. Some of the writing has faded with age. The handwriting is
It's-
only partly legible, but you can still make out through. This is among everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss. As time goes on,
Looks like they didn't.
a note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
So in terms of the corner, I think this is what we may have been thinking of, and the filament is the one we have. We just can't access it because of the password. So I think it's solved by the password rather than solving the password for us. But let's go see about the people behind the shutter, or who at least appear to be behind the shutter. Let's knock.
As before, an iron safety curtain curves before your eyes. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Let's knock on it.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knock on it harder.
Still nothing. No one's home.
Okay. Well, maybe then shouting into it from the basement is, in fact, going to be the right answer. Provided we can actually do it, which I am not super confident in. It didn't have an opportunity for the pry bar. It just gave me knock or don't knock. Alright. Double check if we've got anything that can give us physical instrument. Reaction speed, electrochemistry, trauma. Okay, we're wearing our physical instrument. That's the tank top, so. Alright, let's give it a try.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Let's try yelling hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
You hear a woman's voice answer.
you've awakened the entity.
So I could say, "This is the police, who's there?" Or, "I summon the ghost of the doomed industrial commercial area. Answer me, spirit." Or, "Hello, are you there? Speak to me." I'm really tempted to go with 2. But 3 is nice and neutral. Alright, well 2 has been seconded, so I guess that's what we're doing now. I summon the ghost of this doomed doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the 2nd floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
Alright, well that worked out well.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant nods, then points upstairs. Alright. Let's do it. we could argue that we've wasted a lot of our time today on looking into just random stuff we've come across, but honestly, it feels like a pretty productive day for 3 hours. Really undermining the purpose of a safety curtain. Yeah, 10. Orbs, 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 orbs. I've made so much money. This tray is full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Again, I do get the feeling that I am specifically being called out here. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Oh. Postcard La Delta 51. Okay. I know it's not the most important thing right now, but the sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. Postcard is prepaid. Neat. Throx. All right. What are we doing?
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair. Hello, Nia, novelty dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade
Inland
for now.
Empire.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, let's build rapport first, though. Dice Punk's dice, yeah. Look, if we're able to commission Dice Punk's logo dice in this game, we'll know somebody was a fan. Let's see. Hold on, what do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Let's see. Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Or maybe, I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. Or no, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. Or, I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer. I need to ask some questions. I mean, we could see about dice. Maybe we could get Kim to roleplay with us. I mean, that seems like something that could happen, right? Maybe. Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
Walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. That's... I wish the store were real.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
10 real for stone dice is a steal, Dan. You're absolutely right. So, how did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Aw.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
They are.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items.
That's also true. Kind of like going to a lapidary went to New Orleans. Yeah, you know what? Cobalt, the moderately toxic metal, dice made from toxic metal. I mean, that does sound pretty metal, honestly. And yeah, repeat customers too.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? Look around the room.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceiling fading to the shadows above. Let's see. Let's work our way to some of the harder questions. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everyone else is gone.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
She adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Aw. And who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
So we can say he's sort of the king around here, or he's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies, or indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, 2 is the honest answer. Yeah, this little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies is probably the one that's going to give us the most traction for useful information.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out of the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
I think you're right, yeah. How did that community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Thank you, Logic.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Yeah. Let's see. What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
Jesus.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu? I'm not gonna like the answer.
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Gross.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
The lieutenant turns to you.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
And she lets the thought go. I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
I didn't know insects had any rights or activists. It's a pretty funny way to...
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
So I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, but insects don't have any brains or feelings? Or they got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. Huh. I'm leaning toward 2 here. I don't want to pass judgment on the atelier I haven't met, nor do I feel particularly like taking a political position on bugs. So, but insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
She corrects you.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Very straightforward answer. Let's see. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
See, what's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded, or I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. Or, I guess I'm a simple man, I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. I mean, what's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
She tucks a strand of hair under her headscarf. Okay, let's see. What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them?
Fair enough. Oh, kobolds. Maybe onto something there, Den. Let's see. There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by 2 guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
All right, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
This actually sounds a little familiar. She leans back, disapproving.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
Yeah! See, I know a girl just like that. She works in Fritta as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly. Or what did they expect? 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. But that's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? Or, I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did the work out for the business? Let's see. The Fritta response is pretty funny. 2 is also true, but I think she might know or have something to say about the Frita cashier, so let's try that.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravashow ICT. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing her thumbs into her temples, like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravashow ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Not solemnly, it's the market doing its job, or I'm sure the bear was doing its best, or the bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like it'd become alive at any moment. I have to go with 3 here.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Oh, huge beast, if I'm translating Megatherion right.
Sounds cool.
Megatherion?
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
Yeah, doing desiccants, good lord.
By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Oh no, the necktie. I don't do drugs, or I do drugs, I've got a vision beast myself, or I don't have a comment on drugs, or grab your necktie and mumble, not now, you beast. I mean, 4 is obviously the funniest one, but I do want her to tell me about a murder in just a minute, so, I think the necktie will be angry at us, but that's okay. I don't do drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Nods the dice maker.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the morning light. Her eyes fall out idly.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw 2 of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
You mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Yeah, you can call me liberal with my schedule. That is something like self-employment. From what I've seen of the project, it did look quite impressive, or really, it must have been on a gigantic ego trip. From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard, honestly, yeah. It's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. Or, you're right, they should have just tried harder. They had everything they needed to succeed. I mean, I'm thinking too here. I don't particularly want to get into it with her. That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk. I mean, as somebody who basically does what they were doing without the call-in element. Yeah, just trying harder famously works, Dan. Yeah.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Rad.
Anything else?
Let's see. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right.
What are
I
savings?
hope you didn't try to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusky skin.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Let's see. So you're telling me that you have a doorbell there. Which one?
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
More questions about the intercom. I don't have more questions about the intercom. Actually, I had other questions.
Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Let's see. Okay, let's do curse and then murder. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls in from above from the furnace shaft above. Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then? Or Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
She raised her brows. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. Or the curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. I mean, keeping it, real. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well, etc.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? One person gets a lucky break and thinks it's because of hard work. Yeah. Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying the bills. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at a messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving tools to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Let's see. Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. Or it's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. Or the curse will get to you and have no doubt about it. Just doesn't care about earthly timeframes. Or I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in the so-called curse. I think that's probably the one. You're selling crack to repeat customers that can't OD on their vice. Oh. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit that there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
She leans forward in her chair to study your face.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Thank you, Inland Empire. I think it still might be you that's causing this, narrates mysteriously. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations, or honestly, I'm still not sure. This world is a puzzling place. I mean, there's also the extremely power-hungry bear freezer in the basement, so that could be, a problem as well. Canine noises in the background. Yeah, I'm starting to see there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
She pinches the root of her nose.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
I mean, yes, true. Why hasn't her business failed? Shivers is not my strong point. We're gonna mess with that later. So, what do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the whirling's backyard.
She stops to try to come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up the window, pale light comes in. You never took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Okay, let's see. We can retry it. There's a possibility that we would roll double sixes, and it seems kind of low stakes, so I feel like the worst that happens is we offend her, and that's not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world either. So why hasn't her business failed?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off my clothes? I need to connect? I think not. That's gonna make some folks real uncomfortable real fast. Let's leave it at that. Please?
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief, the tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
Alright, I think that's everything I have for her right now. Let's go see if some of the ice maybe has melted more in the basement. And then we can go bother the union guys. Depending, I suppose.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
Nothing. Phew. Alright, we're at 2 skill points. Being able to farm XP from certain dialogue options seems useful, but I don't think I've seen it proc so far. And I do have rigorous self-critique to get in there. So I think I'm going to forget Mazovian socioeconomics at present. Yeah. I'm not going to get very far, I don't think, if I'm... I can expand my cabinet, but I don't want to have 2 thoughts that are hurting my authority going at the same time, was my thought. I can use the unlock and it costs the same. I just figured replacing it would keep me from getting a huge debuff to authority. I mean, I guess unlocking the another slot in the cabinet is going to be useful long term. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's internalize rigorous self-critique for the next 6 hours. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent, a flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of a feudal lord, providing lurid evidence against yourself at a Mazovian show trial, or ripping the flesh from your back with a cat o' nine tails. Whatever made you this way, you can be damn sure it was your own fault. Do it. Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something of importance from your guilt-ridden past. Alright. Yeah, authorities quite low now. Okay. Can we go out this way? Hey, we can. Alright. Well, let's, I guess, go give the guys their petanque ball back. I mean, it's not the one we threw into the ocean, obviously, but oh, I can probably put the flashlight away. And the pry bar, for that matter. And take our bag back. Okay. Need to find a therapy cop.
We are still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Ooh, we can ask him about the gun. Alright. First off, I found you guys a new bull. Hold out the ball.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
The old veteran stares at the shot put ball in silence and speaks in a reserved voice.
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
So, exactly, and I really did try, or there's not going to be an alternative. I suggest taking it, or we could lean into our sorry cop. I'm very sorry, it's the best I could find. We could align ourselves with Gaston here too. I don't think that being obsequious and sorry is going to make René like us that much more. I don't know, we're already a sorry cop, so. I mean, there's not going to be an alternative. I suggest taking it.
That's how it is, huh? Fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
We got 10 experience out of it. And we're now up to 8% on Composure Legendary here. Breaking even. Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle? Hold out the antique firearm.
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable,
he says, taking the rifle.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
Yeah, it's handing the rifle back. I can't think of a reason not to tell him. I mean, even if he goes looking, he's just gonna find the junkie rifles. I guess he might open the fridge too, but I doubt he's gonna go looking. I do like, what do you mean find? This is my rifle. I always have it with me. Clearly a lie, so no. Yeah, I think we're gonna get more out of him this way. In the basement there. Point at the bookshop.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away.
He looks at the building.
As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
I mean, honestly, pretty useful information. So I think our composure would have to be raised in order to have a chance, but if we raise our composure, it will unlock the choice again. So let's go ahead and see if we get on a long shot here. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud?
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
He catches your glance and nods.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
He adds and turns back to you.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Thank you, composure. That's very kind of you. All right. Well, that was marginally edifying. Let's see. Oh, so much things. I guess we can go ahead and report back to Plaisance as Inland Empire suggested. She's not going to like our answer, but that's okay. She doesn't have to. Can we actually talk to you? No, okay. Alright. Let's see what Plaisance has to say.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
She's looking for the right expression. The dark sarcophagus. Pause dramatically.
Yes, yes. How was it?
There's a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life from this bookstore. Or honestly, a dump. Nothing to see there. Just heaps of garbage. Someone should let the sunshine in. This is interesting. Because I don't know that we gain anything by telling her our honest opinion so far as we've articulated it. And it is, in fact, a lot of failed business enterprises. So, you know, telling her that they're leeching the life from this bookstore is, it could spook her, yeah. I wonder, maybe she'd accept our authority and, for instance, sending her kid to school. Yeah, the Ice Bear is leeching the electric life for sure. Though I can't tell her that one yet because, well, I need the Ice Bear to continue leeching power for a little while longer. At least until I up my, perception. There's a charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from this bookstore. I mean, I do also just like the turns of phrase there, so I'm going to go with that one.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us.
A tremor runs through her and she shakes her head.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
So she's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you. Or, no, ma'am, I felt her aura. She's not the one to blame for this curse. Or she may be involved, but I don't have a way to question the malignant entity further. So I think she's probably going to find two more convincing, but I think that Niha will appreciate us being a little more forthright with her. She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down.
Thank you, Logic.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
Thank you, Suggestion.
To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Drama. The way you talk makes it really hard to trust you.
You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
She says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies, or lie. The source is in the taxidermist shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. Or, honestly, I still don't have an answer yet. There leads to be followed like a strange radio computer thing. Or there's another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. Okay, that is actually pretty tempting. Because, like, I don't really want to do the taxidermy shop thing because it just locks her into what she's already thinking. Obviously, we can answer the question directly. Niha did say there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. I don't want to be unsure. But yeah, being like, there's a much bigger thing going on is a tempting angle here. And maybe I can convince her that it's capitalism itself. The curse of union busters, yeah. There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it.
A third order presence, yes.
She lets go of the pendant. The curse is how you treat your daughter. Yeah.
A great dark relief washes over her.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in public.
She gestures for you to be silent.
I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
She performs an X-shaped cross on her chest.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Yes, the venture continues in other waters, darker waters.
Thank you, Inland Empire. I love you.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
I love you. All right, farewell for now, book peddler. All right, we're back up to 2 skill points. That's good. Okay, probably time to go. Oh, it's like really coming down now. So big things we have left to do. Talk more to Joyce. Figure out how to get to Evrart. I really voiced that T too much for trying as hard as I was to do French. Anyway. And then, of course, the Union guys. Do they know how difficult it is to get this chat against a bookmonger? Yeah, good point. Au revoir. Yeah. So let's go bother the Union Bruisers here for a minute. More orbs, more orbs, morbs, morbs, morbs. Right, this is the gardener, yeah. So let's start by talking.
Let me handle this,
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective Disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
She smiles coldly. Morbid time.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
So you say, you're the gardener, or you lied to me, you're not a gardener, or I just wanted to know more about this place before I check it out. That's normal. I mean, she wants her gloves back. I mean, she hasn't said anything about wanting her gloves back. I just want to know more about this place before I check it out. That's normal.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
I mean, we didn't even steal them. She just gave them to us. And yeah, I kind of figured that out.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Let's see. Let's start with, why are you so aggressive? It's normal to say things are normal, yeah.
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Enforcing violence is not, I guess, something that I think we've been doing a lot of since we got here. I mean, not to come to the defense of cops, but we have been bumbling, ma'am, is what we've been doing. And Kem, I love you so much, but we do not have an army to complete the arrest. Yeah, I mean, really.
Listen, you Morrolinton lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
We've been trying to start a band, ma'am. I mean, yeah, address violence to ourselves, chiefly. I mean, I can't say that anything she's saying here is wrong.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for your contribution, Tita. Did you say Titus or Titus? I forgot already. Bleh. The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. Oh, good lord. Privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. God. Ugh. I don't know where you heard that, but you're wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. Ugh. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Or let's do that. Let's ask those questions. 4 is great because even if you're in earnest, you sound like the greetings fellow kids meme. Just oof. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Nice try, FBI. Yeah, exactly.
Look, a comedian. Do your job. Ask your questions. Then get out of Martinez.
I didn't expect her to like any of that, but...
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
That is really strange, Drama. It's just nice of you to point it out. What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Probably. She crosses her arms. But if I want to talk to you, not Titus.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What are you going to do to me? Lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach.
What are we going to do to you?
She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy.
The Union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Uh-huh. Goddamn right it is.
A gruff harumph from the table.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Den does not believe her. She has not yet told me that she's not my lawyer and this is not legal advice. The chief thing I hear from lawyers. Alright, I should talk to Titus then. Orb, 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 orb. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Photos of men in overalls, toting guns and Union placards. Pondering the orbs. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Interesting. We can look out the window, it looks like.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Interesting. We get a -12 for it's not time yet. Huh. That's really interesting. I mean, it's a white check. We're planning on jacking up our perception later on anyway, so let's look out the window. That is, yeah, capital C concerning. I mean, if we get really lucky on a very long shot, maybe we get a little ahead of the information curve, and let's squint first. I suppose it may give us a bonus or a penalty, and it's not going to matter if it gives us a penalty or a bonus for that matter, because it's really lopsided.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Interesting. Yeah, long shot, but let's see what we get.
Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window.
Uh-huh. All right, let's revert our gaze, and let's talk to Titus.
This is where you say your bit.
Okay. A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Oof. So this is where you say your bit. I don't think we're going to get very much of anywhere with talking about his attitude. And we do need to talk about the hanged man out back. I wonder if he'll volunteer some information if I don't say anything yet, or if he'll just get annoyed. But seeing as I'm curious, I am going to don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
I mean, we're definitely not going to intimidate him, but we, we'll get some kind of response, as indeed we did from Glenn, who I'm not 100% sure which of these people he is supposed to be. Maybe over here. Boss man is talking to you. I feel like we're not going to get... We're probably already at max hostility from the Union guys. It would be my guess. Maybe I should have tried to call the station back about those boots first. Having that information for this might be helpful. It's a little late now, but I didn't think about it because I didn't really figure we were going to be doing something so official here. But us in for penny and for pound. Let's cross our arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Shanky is a good name. The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
The lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table. We need to talk about the hanged man out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
He looks around. This guy's accent is wild.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
He looks to Titus for approval.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
He spreads his arms.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Suggestion. We'll see.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
All right, let's scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
All right, bookmark Eugene in my mind.
Let's call this one the musician.
And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Shanky.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing, the odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
Oh, I get it. His name is Hardy, so they're the Hardy Boys. It's been a minute. It took me a second to connect those because of the hours in between.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. I found 8 set of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
Interesting.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this.
Hardy girl.
This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And
he points at the lieutenant.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
The lieutenant adjusts his spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
He takes a sip from his can.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
The lieutenant says without a smile. Let's see. So why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all over the scene? I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. And you're involved somehow. I just don't have proof yet. Let's start with the container belt and then talk about the boot prints. Probably leave out the bizarre occult vision unless we think we can discombobulate them with it. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
He says.
We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
That's it. The game's over. We've got the perpetrator. So you just confessed to a murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
He hisses through his teeth. So he's a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out alive.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
The man spreads his arms.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Let's see. Hold on, how do you even know he was in the Special Forces?
'Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Thanks, Eugene.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
He points at the stage.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
I mean, true enough, conceptualization. Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. "Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt?" Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Very in front of my salad vibes, yeah. Let's see. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Some real heavy shit for the last half hour of stream, but right, who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's a moment of silence.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Okay. I'm going to ask for one last time. Who did the dead man rape?
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
He does take the advice.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to...
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead. It's done.
You hear the aluminum crack in his palm as he squeezes the beer can.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but...
What follows is a slow head shake.
It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
He takes a sip. How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Titus gives Glenn a stern look.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
The lieutenant pretends to check his notes.
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Let's see. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
He looks even more irritated than before.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
The tattooed one speaks up, banging on his chest.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
He spits through his teeth.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first. Then see if it all adds up.
Ooh, boy. So we can ask, Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out? Or where did all this action take place? Or we can try an even odds, challenging composure. Things aren't quite right here, are they? So red check and cannot be retried. We do have some points that we could bump that with. It seems kind of important. We do have some other things waiting on us, too. We could just ask one or two, that's true. It's looking for composure, I believe. Composure is 3 plus 1. We're looking for 12, so need an 8 or higher. We'll see if we can ask these two before we get to 3 and see if they have an effect. And if we miss it, I guess we miss it. Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
He spreads his hands.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Okay. Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
He looks you straight in the eye. Yeah. $58. We could max out composure, but I think that we're in the range of rolling 7 now, so we're going to get diminishing returns past that since it uses 2 6-sided dice. Let's give it a try. Worst that can happen is we fail. Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
first, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking under the pressure? This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation so thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Weird that that wasn't voiced. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, you. Having trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up, startled. His forehead is shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing with some extremely classic, direct hostility.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
The big boss steps in.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
Good to know. There's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus.
Yeah, I believe that.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Right, I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
Let's see. Murdered him just like that, no remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. So yes, they were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. Or what we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. I'm kind of between 1 and 4 here. 4 is the only principled response. That's true, Drask. I feel like 1 is provocative, right? It will get them to say something. Sad Cop 4, Copper and Sadder, yeah. But 4 is, you know, probably going to make Kim kind of mad. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
The rat-faced man shouts.
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
He wipes his mouth with the back of his hands. So, they're not going to answer this question. But I'm going to ask it anyway because it's here. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out.
Huh.
You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
Yeah, no, I figured, Elizabeth.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Let's see. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others. That's ignoring Rhetoric's advice. Or, no, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? Yeah, let's do that one.
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. You do. You give the commands. Or, point Elizabeth. I thought she did. Or point at Fat Angus. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's that one. Or, gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Or it's the 8th Hardy Boy, the one who's missing, the big dick. I think Elizabeth is going to be very wise to what we're doing with number 2, but that doesn't mean it's not what I want to do. You know, put his leadership in question. I thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
He gives Titus a stern look. So we can try to ask Titus why we don't just arrest him, or we can conclude the questioning. I feel like it's not going to get us anywhere, but why leave a stone unturned? Why don't I just arrest you? Step closer to Titus. Seems like a good way to a game over. I mean, I guess, yeah, we do have only the 2 health. Yeah, they are bad about invoking their right to a lawyer and the right to remain silent then. Yeah, it does seem perilous, that's for sure. Oh no, not my innate desire to leave no stone unturned. Look, anything so's. You don't gotta put me on blast like that. Before this conversation was my last save. I think actually before I talked to Elizabeth, before I talked to Titus, was my last save, I think. I mean, I know the answer. Why don't I just arrest you? The purpose of doing it would be to try to get him to say something, but I don't know. It's a lot of conversation and a roll I'd have to redo, Dan, if I tried to save scum this. We understand what the arrest dynamics are here. I'm going to conclude the questioning. Because, I mean, I don't know what we could get from him by trying to, like, you know, provoke him in that specific way. So what are we going to do now? Conclude the questioning.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
Her reply comes sharp.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
We need to provoke her, then, yeah.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
I'll take it. He grabs another beer.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Our authority is down a bit from where it was. Godly. Good lord. The 16. Man, even if we had our authority back up where it usually is, I feel like we'd still have to roll a 12 to get it. Whew. Alright, well, I'm going to take off now. Okay. Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. Oh no. Oh boy. Man, we got a lot of these. Alright, first off, quick save. And then I imagine Elizabeth is not going to have a whole lot else to say to us, but while we're standing here anyway, we might as well gab.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
She crosses her arms. Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
She says dryly.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
Her face stiffens.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
He's right, you know, you're very pretty. Or get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school. This is not how I expected this conversation to go. One will piss her off like damn. Oh boy. Legally Blonde taught me she can do both, you know, Dan. If only that movie existed in this universe. Good God. Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
Her tone is cold and uninvolved. Jesus.
This didn't change her opinion of you.
Well, of course not.
It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl. Definitely.
Thank you, drama. Yeah, maybe we'll talk later. Oh, well, that was kind of harrowing. Pay for law school with modeling. This is false. More likely to pay for modeling with law degree. I mean, yeah, frankly. I think this probably is going to be my stopping point, you know, with the later start and extremely protracted conversations, as well as the aforementioned body hurt. I bet everyone is not paying you enough for this, Liz. So yeah, let me go ahead and save my game. As always, this is delightful. And I have had a tremendously good time. I actually feel the plot like meaningfully start to like roll here, which is great. And you know, sort of I can start making guesses on like the mystery and all in a meaningful way, which is nice. It's, you know, about what I expected to happen. The game is just extremely dense, which is both awesome and very nerve-wracking. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being in danger of, you know, Hardy Boy activity and annoying the ever-loving shit out of Joyce Messier, figuring out what else is going on. My next stream of this is going to be Saturday, around 4 p.m. Central, unless something really big changes. But I'll, kind of put out some reminders on that. I still can't get Twitch's scheduling mechanism to actually work. It throws up a really baffling error every time I try to save something. So until next time, thank you all for tuning in. This has been Grand, and ta-ta for now.